Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be sharing how I achieved to have an aquarium wherein fishes seem to float on air, which is basically having a very clear water in your tank. One way to test how clear your water is to go to the side of your aquarium, and if you can still see clearly the other side, then it is a good indication of water clarity. My 55-gallon and 65-gallon tanks, which are 1.2 meter and 1 meter respectively, are placed side by side, and as you can see from this side of the 65-gallon tank, I can even see clearly the opposite side of my other tank.
Note, however, that having clear water is not necessarily an indication that the water is already healthy for your fishes, because actually the dangerous elements for your fishes are invisible, such as ammonia and nitrites if the tank is not properly cycled, or chlorine and chloramines if the tap water was not dechlorinated before putting in your tank. It is important to have these elements removed first from your tank, and having a clear water is just a bonus to make your tank more pleasing to the eyes and fun to watch. And besides, one of the reasons we entered into this hobby is to have something to relieve our stress after a hard day's work. But having a dirty tank will bring more stress than relieve them, which is one of the reasons why some, if not most, give up the hobby instead. So here are the tips on how to achieve a clear aquarium water to have an illusion of fishes floating on air. Let us begin.
First tip is very basic, which is to have an adequate filtration for your tank. Your filter should have a flow rate of minimum 5 times your tank volume per hour. To learn the best media to use in your filter and how to properly set it up, I would suggest you check out videos from Pond Guru on how he pimps his aquarium filters, or you may check my video on filter setup, and the link is above. My second tip is do not overfeed. Feed your fishes only once a day with what they can eat in 1 minute. Fishes will survive without eating for 2 days, so once a day meal is fine. For a consistent amount of feeding, I use automatic feeders. Third tip is to avoid gravel substrate, because when food or fish poop drops to the substrate, it stays between the gravel until it breaks down to fine particles, making your tank cloudy, and it is very hard to clean. For me, I use sand or no substrate at all, so that even if the food reaches the bottom, my fishes can still pick it up, and most detritus will not stick to the substrate, thus eventually being sucked by my filter. Fourth is to do regular water changes. This is very important to make your tank healthy for your fishes, as it prevents excessive buildup of nitrates in your tank and replenishes minerals in the water. And since you are replacing dirty water with new, it also contributes in making the water in your tank clear. Fifth tip is to properly set up the filter outlet so that it will create sufficient surface agitation. With this, you will no longer need to have bubble stones inside your tank for aeration, because sometimes the small bubbles appear to be small particles in the water that makes your water look dirty. Sixth tip is to also regularly clean your tank glass. Even if you have water that is clear, but if the glass is dirty, then your tank will still look dirty. For this, I use magnetic glass cleaners so that I can regularly clean my glass tank without wetting my hands. Finally, as a last resort, use Aqua Clear by API, which I have proven for a long time to be very effective in clearing cloudy water. Just ensure to dose your tank with proper dosage as to not affect your fishes. Okay, that's it guys. I hope these tips will help you in making your fish tank clear and very fun to watch. Again, thank you for watching until the end. Till next time, God bless.